What's up, Hope Kids? Pastor Tony here, hanging out with you guys for Hope Kids at Home. I am so glad that you guys are tuning in, and if this is your first time, we are so glad that you are joining us for Hope Kids at Home. Well, today is a special day. It's Valentine's Day, and we're going to kick off our time with a very special Valentine's Day game. We're going to play a game called What's That Number? There is going to be a number that pops up on the screen with 4 different options. You have to try and guess, what does that number represent? So if there's 937,856, what does that represent? Is that how many hearts are made every year? How many chocolate kisses are eaten each day for Valentine's Day? How many roses, or how many people spend on roses? I don't know, but in this game, you're gonna find out what is that number. So gather the family together, have a little competition to see who can get the most right, and I'll see you guys after the game is done. right, how'd you guys do? Who is the ultimate champion of What's That Number Valentine's Day edition in your house? Whoever won, give yourself a round of applause because you earned it. Well, again, I'm so glad you guys are hanging out with us. This month, we are continuing on talking about kindness. And kindness is showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. Showing kindness to someone is kind of like being a fan, right? We talked about sports teams and how sports teams always have fans, and you are a fan of a certain team just like I'm a fan of certain teams as well. But we can be fans of other people, and the way that we can do that is by showing how valuable they are, by treating them with kindness. Now, I'm sure you've all watched a sporting event. You guys might have even gone to a game, but fans will do some crazy things for their teams, right? They will do some absolutely crazy things to show how much they love their team. Everything from face paint, body paint, costumes, signs being held up. I mean, I don't need to tell you more about this, but I want you guys to take a look at some of the craziest fans that I've seen cheering on their team. Go and take a look. Now that last one, if you looked closely, you might have seen that, yes, Pastor Tony was the S in Rebels. I went to a UNLV game once and I painted my body red, my face white, had the S on my chest, and I cheered on UNLV with the rest of my friends. And we may have even gotten on TV at the end of the game for our fandom. But we showed our appreciation to UNLV by looking like that. Fans will do that because they want to show their appreciation for the team that they're cheering for. In today's story, we're going to be talking about how we can show our appreciation and kindness to the people who matter most in our lives, our family. We're going to be looking at two people in the Bible, Ruth and Boaz, and you're going to hear about how they treated each other with kindness and ultimately was part of God's bigger story. So, check out the So-and-So Show, and I'll see you guys after the video is done.
Let's see here. Cool cat. This one's for you, Cookie. There we go. You can get that later. All right, let's see here. Team Awesome. Steve, the cameraman. Here we go. Nice.
Did you get Valentine's for the crew?
Yeah, I did. Let's see. You rock. Oh, I know who that is. That's Michelle. Michelle, you rock. Ready? All right. Let's see here.
Do you have one for everybody in the?
Oh yeah, I sure do.
Right.
Oh, best hair. Oh. Yeah, I know who that is. Definitely Kellen. Here you go, Kellen. Yeah. Oh, you might like this one, Brandon.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Good friend.
Aw, that's so
You are an amazing co-host.
Oh.
Hilarious and intelligent, always eager to learn and to support me in my career and creative endeavors.
Thank you. That is very nice of you.
And
okay.
you are very, 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 very.
I'll just get this one.
Very, very.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and welcome to the So-and-So Show.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Woo! Yeah, go love!
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm celebrating Valentine's Day. I'm a big fan. Woo!
Okay, well, if you are a big fan, then you should know that is not the proper way to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Sure it is. I've got pom-poms and everything else. I know how to be a fan. It's all about love and kindness and woo!
Okay, could you stop that? No, my friend. Valentine's Day is more introspective, more thoughtful. Like this. Roses are red, violets are violet. This day makes me sore, and so does a pilot.
That's terrible.
I'm a true fan.
Oh, whatevs. I'm way more of a fan than you'll ever be.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Got a game to prove it?
Of course I do. It's time for Fantastic Fan Tactics.
All right, here's how we play Fantastic Fan Tactics. John and I will demonstrate how to be the best fan for a bunch of different sports and events. It's up to you to decide which one of us has the most fantastic fan tactics. You up to the challenge, John?
Oh, I sure am. Let the games begin.
Tennis.
Are you kidding me? That was out! Ref, you need glasses!
Soccer.
Oh! Ole, 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 ole. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Hey! Ole, ole.
Is it over?
Bowling.
Woo! Oh, yeah! You got 3 strikes in a row.
You're out of there!
No.
Chess. Spelling bee.
C-T-I-V. Introspective.
You forgot the E. You know better, Devin. You know better. Come on.
Good effort, Devin.
Bible story time with Kellen.
All right, my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, go Kellen.
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys!
Hey.
Hey, Kellen. We're huge fans.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm a huge fan of you too.
What's the story today, Kellen?
Well, today we're telling the story of Ruth, a beautiful picture of kindness. And to help me tell it, here's the So-and-So Show players! Ruth lived in a country called Moab. She got married to a man from Judah, but sadly he died, and so did his brother and his father. So Ruth was left all alone with her husband's mother, Naomi.
Oh, Ruth, what am I to do? My husband and both my sons have died. I must return home to my own land of Judah.
Oh, Naomi, I will go with you.
Oh, no, dear, you are not from Judah. I can't do anything for you there. No husband, no home, no money.
I will not leave you. Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God. I will die by your side.
Well, I see you will not be convinced. So, okay, you can come with me.
Well, what are you waiting for?
No.
Oops.
So Ruth returned to Naomi's homeland in Judah, to the city of Bethlehem. They didn't have much, so they needed to find food and a way to make a living. So Ruth went to a field of one of Naomi's relatives to collect grain left behind by the harvesters.
So glad there's barley for me and Naomi to eat.
She worked hard all day, and the owner of the land took notice. His name was Boaz.
You're the woman that came with Naomi, aren't you?
Yes, I'm Ruth.
Well, Ruth. Feel free to come and pick barley in my fields every day.
Oh,
I will make sure that you're safe and that you always have water to drink when you're thirsty.
oh, why are you being so nice to me? You don't even know me.
I have heard how kind you have been to Naomi. May God bless you and protect you. Come, eat with me and my workers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You coming?
Yes.
Ruth and Boaz grew very fond of one another, and soon the two of them were married.
I promise to love you, Ruth.
And I promise to love you, Boaz.
And I promise to take care of you and Naomi.
Oh, God has been good to me. I thought my life was over, but now my life is good again.
Let's dance. Oh, that's cool.
And not long after that, Ruth gave birth to a baby boy named Obed, who would one day be the grandfather to a shepherd boy and king named David. The end. There is a lot of kindness in that story. God was kind to Ruth and Naomi, even when things looked like they were hopeless. Ruth was kind to Naomi. Boaz was kind to Ruth. Doesn't it make you want to go out there and be kind to someone right now?
It sure does.
Yeah, but it must have been hard for Ruth to be kind when things were so rough for her. It's hard for me, even if I don't get sleep or have heartburn or something.
I know. And for some reason, it's even harder to remember to be kind to your friends and family.
Yeah, why is that?
You know, I don't know. Maybe it's because you're around your friends and family the most, so you start to take them for granted.
Plus, they get on your nerves more.
Why did you just look at me just now?
No reason. Hey, thanks for the story, Kellen.
Con mucho gusto. Be kind to each other, fellas.
Bye, Kellen.
See ya! Do I get on your nerves?
I mean,
Am I getting on your nerves now? Well, how about now? How about now? How about now? How about now?
reveal the question.
Oh, when is it hard to be kind? How about now?
Someone gets on your
How about now?
nerves.
How about now?
Yes.
Or when you're having a bad day.
Or sometimes it's hard to be kind to the people you're closest to, your friends and your family.
But it's always possible and always worth it.
So true.
Yeah.
Talk about it together, and we will see you next week on the So and So Show.
Yeah, hooray for next week! Ole, 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 ole. Bees elbows.
Oh, like the bee's knees?
Yeah, but not as good. I don't know how to text, so I'm writing my feelings on a heart. That's not accurate because if you didn't know how to text, you couldn't write on a heart. Wasn't Valentine's Day yesterday? Oh, this heart's broken.
Oh,
It's a broken heart. And it says totes because part of the word's missing. Rockstar! That's real. Love you spelled with a U.
Oh, not with an L?
Yeah, Y-O-U. That's ridiculous.
Oh.
This story is a lot of people showing kindness to one another, doesn't it? Boaz was kind to Ruth, Ruth was kind to Naomi, and through this story, God was kind to all of us. And I know you may be asking, well, wait a second, how did God show his kindness to everyone, including you and me, through the story of Boaz and Ruth? You see, as you look at the big story of what God is doing, did you know that Ruth is the great, even some more greats, ancestor of Jesus? And we learned last week that we know we can be kind to others because God is kind to us. And the reason why he is kind to us is he sent his son Jesus, Ruth's future ancestor, to live in this world and die on the cross for our sins. A punishment and death that he did not deserve, he did not earn, but willingly, meaning he chose to do that so that way you and I could enter into a relationship with God again. Meaning the consequence of our sin is forgiven. We are given ultimate grace. Nothing keeps us separated from God when we put our faith and trust and ultimately follow him. You see, God's story is amazing and it is filled with kindness. And the story of Ruth, of Boaz and Ruth and Naomi is just one example of how good God is to us and ultimately how kind God is to us too. Not only can we learn that from the story, but we can also learn this from Ruth and Boaz and Naomi, is that we can be kind to the people that matter the most to us, and that's our family. God has given us our family as a blessing in our life. We didn't get to choose our family, but God has specifically created your mom and dad or your brother and sister to be in your life for a reason, for a purpose. And he can use those people as a way to show kindness. Now I know your family, it's easy to show kindness at times, but it's also very hard to show kindness at times. When your brother or sister are getting on your last nerve, when they say a mean thing about you, when nothing goes your way, when something like this happened for me growing up, when my sister would do something and I would get in trouble for her actions, it's kind of hard to be kind to those that God has placed for our family. But we can learn from this story that no matter what happens, we can show kindness to our family. And that leads us to our main point for today. The one thing I want you guys to know is this: be kind to your family and friends. Be kind to your family and friends. Being kind looks a bunch of different ways. Maybe it's when mom and dad ask you to do something, you do it for the first time, or you do it without even them asking. How much do your parents love that? I know my mom loved that whenever I did something without asking. It was like I've done the greatest thing possible. It means maybe sticking up for your brother or sister. Maybe it's showing love and affection. You actually care about them in front of your friends. Maybe it's telling your mom and dad something encouraging, or your friend something encouraging as well. You can write notes, you can do acts of service, you can serve one another. There's a bunch of different ways that God has given us as ways to show kindness to one another. But the main thing for this week is your challenge is to show kindness to your family and friends. And when you show kindness to your family and friends, do you know what you ultimately do? You ultimately show God's kindness in and through you by the way that you love them, by the way that you treat them, by the way that you honor them, by the way that you see how valuable they are. When you're kind, you're showing God's kindness in and through you. And your kindness can lead people to who God is, because God is ultimately kind to you. A lot of great things for this week, but that's my challenge for you, Hope Kids. Hey, remember, we have Hope Kids open in person with worship and teach and games and small groups. We hope to see you guys soon in person in our brand new space. We miss you guys. I do, Mr. Elijah, Miss Jasmine, your small group leaders, that we hope you guys join us in person. But if not, we're going to continue joining you guys for Hope Kids at Home, and we hope to see you guys next week.